Yo, what it is, man. It's your boy Eli-P, my brother N-Sane. You know what
What's
I'm
good
saying?
with it?
Back to Rap Podcast in association with No PaperWork Podcast. Also, we all part of Str8-Laced Media. Now tonight, we have the homie, Spooky Locz, man.
Appreciate you for having me.
Yes, sir, from Northside Modesto, Graveyard Music. So as you know, check it out, man. We've been doing these tapings and we hope you follow us, subscribe to Str8-Laced Media and also No Paperwork Podcast channel. But yeah, man, we're looking for people. Come on, so holla at us. But other than that, let's get to going. Same. What's up, my brother? Spooky, what's up, my brother? What's going on,
Oh
guys?
man, we chilling, man. We right here. Spooky Locz, man. What's up, man? Good to see you again, man. You know what I mean? It's been a while. So man, what you been up to lately?
Man, it's all work for me, brother, man. This music thing, I'm barely starting to get back to it, man. I got a couple projects in the works, but I haven't really been doing so much consistently, but I'm slowly but surely getting back into it. My brother Eli knows what's cracking, man. We've been dropping some heat lately. And yeah,
Yes.
man, just getting back resurfacing myself and shit.
Yeah, dope, dope, yeah. So you've been in the game for a while and shit. Can you tell us when you first how'd you first come up?
Man, that's gonna go back to about 2000 and well, when I started writing raps and shit like that, man, I was in sophomore year of high school, man. So that was about 2002, 2003. And that's when I barely started writing my raps and shit, man. And I didn't come out with any type of visual or anything like that till about 2011 when I dropped North del Lado. And yeah, that was in 2011, and that one was a hit. Everybody was liking that shit.
Yeah,
So
actually, I looked it up today, right?
yeah.
'Cause I remember it. I was like, let me look it up. So like YouTube, it's at 1.2 million right now. I mean, it was years ago, but still, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's still at 1.2 million. You know what I mean? So that's cool. And
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
it's
there's
cracking.
motherfuckers that
Yeah,
do shit for like 20 years, still
yeah,
got like 100 views.
yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So
And
1.2 million, that's
And
not
that's multiple accounts too, like people branching off of other
yeah,
accounts and everything too, and they're getting up in the like 20,000, 30,000,
yeah.
and like unknown accounts and shit. You know what I mean? So
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 yeah,
it's
you
out there.
still get paid for that?
That was the bad side, man, of not buying your beats.
oh
Oh
yeah, because
shit.
Yeah.
I think that
So
was everywhere. A lot of people were using YouTube beats and shit and everything like
yeah,
that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what about like I said, you had North and Lotto, and then the one album I know is your Connected and Respected one. That's
Yeah,
another one.
that was my first album.
Yeah, that one, right? That one's dope too. You know what I'm saying? Because I was listening to it when I was in the car. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I just I just want to listen to the shit. Whoever's on, yeah, I'm gonna listen to the shit, especially the last thing. You know what I mean? Do my homework, go back to it because there are many songs I haven't heard from 'em. You know what I
Right.
mean? But yeah, the Connected and Respected one's dope. That one gets a lot of love out here too. Well, you want to tell us about the process about that one?
Which one?
The process about your first album. How was the process of
Oh
it? You know
man,
what I mean? Like what
that one.
motivated you? You know what I'm saying? What were you going through at that time, man? You know what I mean?
Well, fuck, man, that was a 14 track album, and yeah, cause ever since then, that was the only album I did with 14 tracks on it. And after that, I started doing EPs,
Yeah.
dropping an EP after EP, 6 tracks, 4 tracks, 4 tracks, 6 tracks, whatever. And but that one, it took a long time to put together. Well, at least it felt that way. And Slim Loco, my brother Slim, shout out to Slim. Um, he's the one that kind of got that all together and my features and all that and everything. But he had like about maybe 75% of involvement into that album.
Yeah.
So I didn't know nothing about editing or any type of graphics or any type of anything.
Yeah.
So I was just show me where the mic's at, and that's the only thing that I knew.
Yeah.
So that's how we dropped that one, man. It just kind of took a little bit of time to put that one out, but yeah, it was the first album.
Yeah.
So
So tell
That
me
was dope.
about Slim, man, because like Slim being from Modesto, right? Like he's like we talked about it before on No Paperwork, right? When we interviewed Tweety, that Slim, he's like just like a super fan that just helps homies and shit.
Yeah,
Like he's
bro.
not
He's
like an
tight.
executive.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's
He
just a
shows,
he just I
he's
mean,
always showing love, bro.
yeah,
Like to everybody.
he's always showing love, but he just like what I seen from him, like he was just a fan, and then he just started putting bread and helping motherfuckers out. How did you link up with him?
to be honest, when I did the shoot to North del Lado, um, a little bit after that, I ran into him, and because what had happened was with the North of Lalo, when we dropped that video, it got well, we pulled it down because there were some circumstances behind it that we didn't need to pull it down, and so he had saved it on his account, right? And he put it out there, and like if it wasn't for him, that video would be extinct. It would not be around
Oh
anymore.
shit.
Nobody would have saved it. So thankfully for him saving it and being a fan, like you said, like that's only something that a fan would do right
Right.
there. You know what I mean? So he saved it right away, which like thank God he did that because if not, that video would not be seen right now. And he uploaded it and everything, and like it's there now. But man, coming across him, he as soon as I met him, he was already like he had projects ready to go and people to meet and like hooking up with features and everything. So he was always like, "Who do you want to get on a track, bro?" Like I got connects with anybody, bro. Like pretty much. And so that's how I started getting like the features and everything. And on that first album, I had quite a few features on there, and he had everything to do with that because it wasn't me reaching out to people and all that. Like I was cool with it, and I'm pretty sure like he did his research at the time and figured out who would fit right for what song. You know what I mean? So he did it. He did his thing with the
Yeah.
first album, and after that, like the the gap in between the first album to the following album, it was probably like man. 'Cause I dropped that album, the first album, like in 2013. I want to say 2012, 2013. So the next album came out 2021. So that was like a 7 year difference right there. And then, yeah, and then ever since then, I was just kind of like, you know what? I got so much um, rap stacked up that I could just drop a bunch of shit right now. You know what I mean? Like, so that's basically what I did with the following albums. I just
Yeah.
kind of kept it solo. I didn't really get no features or nothing like that because
And that's cool because honestly, it's like,
Hold on.
all right, man. So yeah, it's kind of hard to do that now because a lot of everybody got hella features on the albums. You know what I'm saying? And I see do a lot that you do have a lot of songs just by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And also too, a lot of it be three verses. You know what I'm saying? Which you know what I mean? That's how we used to do it. Remember being like
Yeah.
three verses, three verses, two hooks, shit, you know what I mean? Fucking at least a good 4.5, 5 minute song, man. Now
Right. Well, the
shit.
attention span
Yeah,
is
because
shorter
attention span,
now,
yeah,
right?
shorter,
Because
yeah,
way
everything
short.
yeah,
everything on social media and shit,
short,
like it's
yeah,
quick.
yeah,
TikTok.
quick.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that's why a lot of the reels go up too when they do a song. They put just a minute out there real quick, bam,
Right.
bam, bam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit, yeah, that
It's
shit's
like
dope.
15 seconds nowadays.
Yeah, they
15
go,
seconds. If
yeah.
you don't catch it by then, change.
So, what do you think the difference is from back when you first started to now, as far as putting music out?
It's everything's more easily accessible. Um, you can
That's true.
upload a lot quicker with your phones. Um, it was hard to find a studio to record in back in the days.
Yep.
Like all that stuff was like hard to find, man. If you knew the person that had it, then it was a blessing. But like us, like when we started back in the days, we were doing shit out of the closet with a fucking
Yeah,
the cheap
closet,
the cheapest mic with a
microphone,
with
and a
a
nylon over
a
it.
psych
You know what I'm saying?
a sock or a nylon over
Bro,
it. You
I
know what I mean?
I remember the
Yeah.
first time when I started rapping, bro. I had a tape deck. I had a tape deck. I get the tape, a regular fucking cassette tape. I put the little cardboard pieces in the corners.
Yeah.
You feel
I
me to
remember that.
record over it, and I have my microphone hanging down. Then I have another string around the round mic lifted up so it'd be tilted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's we
Dude,
used to do all that shit, man. You,
I did all
yeah,
that
you
shit
mean?
when we first started. I
Yeah,
actually fucking
our
had a
generation of rap,
I
bro.
had a
Yo,
computer back then that actually allowed you to make beats. My boy's dad, he was a lightweight musician, and he was like, "Here, you guys want to start rapping? Here, do this."
yeah,
So we set it up in his bedroom, and we actually had it wasn't like multiple tracks, but we were able to create like generic ass
yeah.
beats and then rap to them and record them on a tape. And
That's
so
dope.
that shit came out, it was
Yeah,
janky, but it worked. And then I remember when we first got our first 4-track, tape 4-track, it's like, man, it's like we changed the game. We were like, oh, we got
break
four
them
tracks?
down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So I mean that's that for me, I see that's the difference in rap now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a big difference because it's so everybody's got studios. I mean, everybody's got a studio. You know what I mean? Like now
Yeah.
you're pressing
Now,
studio.
yeah.
Now you got
Now
Band
you got
Lab.
them on your
You
phone.
got Band Lab. You know what I'm saying? I just saw the other day there was oh man, I forgot. I saw the other day. I forgot what fucking song it is. I gotta look it up. But the dude recorded the song on Band Lab, and he's fucking just hella fucking made it now. You know what I mean? Like I totally spaced his fucking name because I never heard him before.
Yeah.
But he did the song on fucking Band Lab, and it fucking
Well,
blew up.
that's how I met PFV, man. He was in the pen recording
Yeah,
shit, and I
you know
put
what I
out
mean?
I put out a couple of his songs that
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It was
yeah,
like he was like, "What's up? Can you fuck with me?" Put out some of the songs, or like, just send it. Fuck it, I got
yeah,
you, and put it out on digital and shit. Shit sounded cool. Just recording from the phone. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
And it says it came, like I said, even came a long way from when fucking back in the day, like when Mac Dre first did it from the phone. That shit was like revolutionary.
Right.
You remember when he came out with from Live from Fresno County Jail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was all through the phone too. That shit was dope. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but like I said, yeah, coming from there to now where we're at, you know what I'm saying? And that's like remembering it's just, bro, it's a big fucking change
It's
now.
evolved,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
drastically.
Yeah.
So who were you rapping with when you first started? Like you said, you had a team or a label. Who was you
Well,
rapping?
man, like a lot of the recordings and everything that I was um writing with, or like the people that I was writing with, man, it was RIP my nigga Gista, man. He had a lot to do with everything. And he was always the hype man. He was always hyping me up to write some more shit. And we were always dropping tracks left and right. And my nigga CeeLo, man, from West End Newark, he also passed away in the same accident that they were involved in and shit. So those are like the closest people that I had to my side and shit. And they were both artists. They were both dropping tracks and everything too. So but they were heavily involved in everything I was doing at the time. And like as in features, I never really reached out to like a lot of people outside of the areas from here, but like the ones that were heavily involved, I want to say it was Gista, um man, Slim Loco, he was always putting together the features and everything. So and to be honest, there's a couple of people that I just don't
You
fuck
don't
with
fuck
no
with no
more.
more. Yeah,
So,
I
and
respect that.
that's just how the game goes, bro. Like you can't really control the outcome of whatever other people do, and
Yep.
that's shame on them, But at the same time, I ain't gonna condone it, and yeah, keep it out of my music as well. So
Yeah, no, for real. I had to delete a couple of tracks. You know what I mean? For that, for probably a similar reason. You know what I mean? Is
yeah,
is what you're talking about. But now Modesto back in the day, like Modesto was always like its own little entity. You know what I mean? So there was always rappers coming out of Modesto, but it seemed like Modesto was like enclosed in itself, right? That was a part of 209 that had all the clubs and shit,
yeah,
but the rappers really didn't
Yeah,
branch
it
out, you
wasn't
know what I
branching
mean?
out like that
Yeah.
yet. You know what I mean? Like it
yeah,
was motherfuckers were
But
still putting it
Stockton
right.
wasn't either,
Yeah.
right? Because,
I think I was trying to both was kind of still on the same,
right,
you know what I mean? Because we're right down the road. Like,
right.
bro, we
So
was talking
we
all the time and shit. Like it's yeah.
we isolated ourselves, but I tried to branch out, right? I tried to
Yeah.
be like everywhere I went, all the car shows, all the like clubs, all the performances.
Yep.
Like I'd be the only one from Stockton out there, or sometimes only one out of 209,
Yeah.
and
That's
trying to
how
make
that's how
connections.
we met you too with the spit flame shit. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? That we connected with you. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
yeah, I remember too. I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are dope. You know what I mean? Because you had the whole shit. You guys had the whole shit set up.
yeah,
And I think when I remember, you were the only. You guys were the only fucking crew that ever had it like that. You know what I
right,
mean? Like besides fucking Ren. You know what I mean? From Doja Cat and
yeah.
shit. But you know what I
But
mean?
as far as like
Yeah.
homies go, we were
Yeah.
the first
Yeah. You was the first. Yeah.
homies to actually take it serious out in Stockton. You know what I mean? There was other homie rappers and shit, but to actually push, I think we were the first homie rappers and shit to actually like try to reach outside. But then street street shit just it gets in the way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we kind of
100%.
kind of only stayed in Stockton, but I see like Modesto is the same way. There's a lot of street shit that goes on. You know what I mean? And I know how did the street shit impact you putting out shit?
To be honest, man, like it could either make you or break you, bro. And it didn't break me. And like we're all, that there's a saying, your biggest haters in your are you're in your own town, right?
Right.
So that's true. I've came across a lot of them, but like at the end of the day, I'm the one standing still, and you know what I'm saying, that a lot of those motherfuckers ain't around no more. So
How about the cops? What were the cops on you? Because I know with us, every time we would throw a show, they would try to shut it down because we were there, right? Because
yeah.
we were homies, and there was a stigma on homie rap, especially at that time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so when we would try to perform, even we would come go to clubs in Modesto and like Banana Joe's and shit. I remember
I
one
remember
time,
that.
remember Banana Joe's used to be
Yeah.
cracking. We had a show out there, and they were like, nah, if mental illness performs, dude, we're gonna shut it down.
Yeah.
And so we couldn't perform. We ended up showing up, but we couldn't perform. So well, we ran into that a lot, and it was gang task always on us. Going up to the homie's house and checking, hey, what are you guys doing? Like, man, we about to go do a show. Oh, let me get one of your CDs. Like, you could buy it. How much? For you, officer, $50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, this not my type of music.
Well,
So
at that time, like when you guys were at Banana Joe's and all that time, like in those years, that was like 2009, 2010,
yeah,
around that time. And man, there wasn't really very much rappers around that time. And it was like the ones that were popping were like Mental Illness, Big O Solo, Lil Conner, Keep Dog, 14 Caliber,
yeah,
like, Speedy Loc had already passed away. Woody was still popping. No, no, no. Woody had passed away too. Um, but like there was like very few, but they were very impactful. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So like, um, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
fucking
appreciate it. But Tweety was out. You know what I
yeah.
mean? She was out.
Me and Tweety, when I dropped North del Lado, Tweety dropped her All Red Everything, and there was another one that went out that same summer. It was a hot summer that summer, and it was summer of 2011. There was another video, bro. It was the homies from Fam Bam from my side of town, Young Meese and J Mo, and they did a little video called Swanging them, and it was all those three videos had dropped, and the thing was like the thing that we had all in common of dropping those videos at that time is like we were like, you know what, like man, we've been silent in Modesto for like since this rap game started, and like the video that we had watched before all this movement started happening was that Hard in the Paint, Big Oso Loc and
Yeah.
Salineros,
Mm,
and that just the way that video came out was kind of like, oh shit, we can do videos now,
yeah.
like like
You can do it now.
we could do it now. You know what I'm saying? So like we put our 2 cents together and came up with something, and we all dropped a bunch of videos in that whole summer, and we made Modesto hot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So were the police fucking with you too?
I mean, not
Or
necessarily targeting and shit, but like, yeah, they were watching us heavily. But I mean, if you slipped, you got, like.
Yeah.
But
because I know Modesto was the place to go to for cruise nights and shit.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
McHenry.
Shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
McHenry, yeah, because
Oh
after
yeah.
we had Pacific Avenue and then we had the Miracle Mile, but that shit got shut down. And once it got shut down, motherfuckers were like, let's go to Modesto. So for Cinco de Mayo and shit, we were out in Modesto, you know what I mean? And walking McHenry and
Mhm.
checking out the lowriders and shit, and that was the spot, you know what I mean? And we never really even seen too many Southerners out here, you know what I'm saying? So like at that time, Modesto had it on lock, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I don't I tell you the truth, I don't see too many Southerners in Modesto, even though they say they're they're in there.
They come out like at 4 in the morning to tag, and that's about it.
Yeah, same shit.
Yeah.
But so doing your when you were doing it when you were at your peak and shit, what's some of the most memorable moments that you had?
Man, to be honest, I can't even answer that because I don't feel I've reached my peak yet.
Well,
Um,
not your peak, just like memorable, like doing shit like in the studio
man,
or
like
messing with somebody or you
it
know what I
goes
mean?
back, man. I like it's very nostalgic, man, because like every good memory I had to recording a certain song or a song, it was like mainly through my boy Jesus pad, and like every time I hear a song, like I just know whether he was there or not that day when I recorded it, and like, and it's just I don't know, like I look at things like that nowadays, cause
Yeah, cause it's a core memory.
hmm
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying for you. You know what I mean? So like,
and that's the first thing I think of before like
yeah.
the
Yeah,
first couple
especially
seconds of the song.
since you guys did music together, bro. That's a you know what I mean. Like even now, like I know we all got homies too. I got homies passed away too. I listen to shit too. I'm like, damn, like where would they be at right here with me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Nah,
yeah,
for
I
sure.
get that. So
So talk
yeah,
about Gista and his impact on because he had a big impact on Tweety, and she's arguably one of the top in
They were actual
Modesto.
cousins.
Yeah, they were actually
Yeah,
cousins. Yeah, but Gista, even back then when I met him and shit, he was seemed like he was very respected by a lot of people, not just certain individuals. But can you tell me more about him and his impact and shit and what he meant to you?
and there's so many words to explain how he was, man. Like that guy, man, he wouldn't no was not an answer to him. Like he was always pushing everybody to be their best, and he had a very influential words for everybody. Like if you thought you were doing bad, like he was flipping that, and you know what I mean? He was making the best out of it, and like make sure you were right before you left his site. And that's very rare to come across people like that nowadays.
yeah,
And he was always like, like we were like, man, when I met him, it was in 2005, and yeah, so like in 2005 till when he passed in 2018, like we were really tight. Like well, before he died, the day before he died, I picked him up that morning. Like we were kicking it every morning, and but like the influence that he had on me, man, it's. I think I'm still rapping because of him.
yeah.
Like I feel like if I were to just quit, he'd be disappointed in me. Like because he always told me, man, you got a talent, bro, and he always talked about North Lalo, fucking always came up with these nicknames and shit. And nigga never said anything twice, the same thing twice. He always had something new for you, bro. Like when you least expected it, you know what I mean?
That's tight, man.
And like his character, I don't think anybody could duplicate it.
Yeah, that's something that Tweety was talking about that he was always pushing her to do shit and like she took a hiatus off of rap for a little while, but she would be like, man, if G still were to see her, he'd be disappointed and
Hmm
shit. And you feel he'd be that same way with you?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
dope. That's
exactly.
dope to have someone like that. You know what I mean? And in your life to especially be influential like that, man, to get you going and to
hmm
still basically like that flame in you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
exactly what it was.
that's dope. You know what I mean? That's honestly so. R.I.P. to the homie, man. You feel me? And like, dude, that's tight.
yeah,
Cause
definitely.
that brings you to like now, man. Cause like you're still doing it. Like says your latest EP was the which one was it? It was the not looking on looking death in the
In it
face.
for life.
Yeah, end it for life. Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
looking
when
at.
did
End
you
it for
drop
life.
that?
Shit. I want to say I dropped that about maybe 4 months ago,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
maybe 3 or 4 months
yeah.
ago.
And then you have Graveyard Music. It's another AP, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Graveyard Music. You know what I mean? So like,
And then from
you're still consistent. You know what I mean? Just because you're not pushing out there like that, because I know you drop it because you do it for yourself and you do it for you know what I mean.
yeah,
And so yeah, bro. Like the recent ones are your flow is still the same. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. You know what I
appreciate
mean?
it.
Like it's just raw fucking just spit.
Yeah.
Gassing. You know what I'm saying? So like, what your out of this newest era, we're gonna say this newest era, you said you come in. What's your favorite track so far out of what you dropped? I said let's say it's past 5 years. what's your number one right now that you think that's
To
that
be
you
honest, man, the sequel, the
the
song I
sequel?
did called the sequel.
Yeah.
Um, it's basically the sequel to the Norte Lado, but I didn't want to put Norte Lado in it. I just put the sequel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But the way I came on that one, man, I took clips from Woody, Speedy Loke, and Sir Dino. Those were like my major influences in the rap game back in the day. So I put them all in one track, kind of squeezed the little clips in it and everything, and put that track together. So like that's something. Whoever like was on that back in the day, they would feel something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, because Sardino, Darkroom Family, fucking they were all a big part of my upcoming. Like I listened to them back in the day. Like I was in love with the shit. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
think we all were. You know what I mean? Back in the day, but you know what I mean. Unfortunately, you'll say, with the way he went.
Well, I really didn't fuck with Sir Donald's music. Um, but I did fuck with Penitentiary Chances. That was my shit.
My shit was
So
Everybody was
G
on
Wayne,
that one.
the
bro. When the red, when it was
the
the red tape.
the
You know what I mean?
GUNO, that's a given,
Yeah.
right? But that was like that was everybody's fucking,
Go
Yeah.
to.
yeah. That
Yeah.
was
'Cause,
like, if you weren't bumping GUN,
yeah, it's like you're like, what the fucking lame.
I still got an original press G-Win in the wrapper in the shrink wrap, still not open.
Really?
Fucking yeah, I found the homie found a box of them
Holy shit.
not too long ago, and fucking bought them off him, and we started selling them on eBay for like fucking $100 each and shit.
Yeah.
Come to find out, these motherfuckers is worth like $1,000. Yeah, but these were the original press.
Yeah.
Like everybody thinks that the red the red case
Yeah.
was the original press. That was the second press. The original press was the black case. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And everybody thinks, oh no, the red press. No, that was the second press.
Yeah.
The original first press was a black case. I know because I owned a record store, so
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. That was my job to know that shit. So yeah, came across a box of them, put them on eBay like dummies, selling them for a
Like
hundred
dummies.
bucks,
He's
40
like, yeah,
bucks,
yeah,
50 bucks.
oh, I'm making fucking bread
Fuck,
right now.
then come to find out motherfuckers were offering thousands of dollars. So I still got one. I think I got two. I got one for sale and I got one I'm keeping for me. But the one I got for sale though, I'm gonna put that on eBay when time comes for like 5 racks.
Yeah.
Fuck
Fucking
that
just
shit.
throw it out there. All right.
Yeah.
Well, fucking, like I said, like so we're talking about your newest ones right now. I know you just dropped the NL remix,
Yeah.
right? What made you? What,
So,
what pushed you to do that? Because
all right.
I've heard it. You know what I mean? You told me you
Yeah.
dropping it. I saw it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I was right there. But let me
There's a
know.
there's a story behind that.
Yeah.
And I went through one day I was going through one of my old phones, cracked screen and everything, just sitting up to the side, right? So I whipped that motherfucker out one day and I just out of curiosity going through all my shit
Yeah.
and
I
I was
bet
like, you
that's
know what? I came across this song that I never put out there. It's just stuck in this phone. It ain't gonna ever go out there unless I put it out there. So I ended up tweaking with it, got another beat, somehow, some way, kind of mess with it. My boy Adrian Flores, 4R, if you know, you know. Deep Sound Studios.
yeah. Shout out DC.
He made it possible, and he brought it back to life. And the thing was that song, it had I had did that song in 2014, and with my brother CeeLo, R.I.P. And we did that, and it back in the time like we had like one of those mics with a nylon over it and everything. So it was like, like
Yeah.
we weren't doing the best. And but we ended up recording that song and it was clear enough to where nowadays like we can kind of tweak with it and make it sound right.
Yeah.
So I got a whole nother beat and we kind of like mix matched and everything and it came out cool. So um but yeah, that was originally recorded in like 2013, 2014, and we just recently brought it back up. So like I said, if I don't do it, nobody's gonna
Yeah.
do it.
No, that one's tight. I heard that one's sick. Because I mean, you
Appreciate
showed
it.
me that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard some other unreleased shit. You know what I mean? Too. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I can't wait for those motherfuckers to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when's your next album dropping?
To be honest, man, I don't have an exact date. I got a bunch of projects kind of lined up, but I'm thinking within the next month or two. I'm just gonna surprise everybody and just drop the motherfucker. And yeah, I got a lot of separate projects lined up too. But the album, as an album, I think pretty soon.
You got any features on it? You
You know what?
reached out to anybody?
This I do have features coming, but like honestly, in these past like two albums that I did, and this album that I'm working on, I'm kind of backing off of the features. You know what I mean? Just keeping it more
Yeah,
solo, and just strictly because, man, like you get involved with people and you like, they get into some shit and they kind of like drag your name through the dirt, and I don't want that shit no more, man. I got no control over anybody else, and like it just seems like everybody's making bad decisions nowadays, and fucking, I don't
Yeah,
want
it
to be
sucks
no
because
part of that
you
shit.
put music out, but then it's like you gotta take the music down. You can't fucking listen to it no more. It's
Yeah,
like that's a wasted fucking.
well,
I don't
You
want
know
to
what I
do all
mean?
that.
Like,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
but you gotta just surround yourself with solid individuals. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Not everybody. Everybody can put on that facade and that
yeah,
persona,
yeah,
but I mean, I deal with a lot of people, and a lot of people that I deal with, I've known them for years, like Mad Dog, Biz, you know what I mean, BFD, and like. And when I say I've known like Mad Dog, Bo Biz, and then like I've known them for fucking 25
yeah,
years.
years, bro.
So, I mean, if they didn't fall off now, they ain't, by now, they ain't
Yeah,
gonna fall off. You know what I mean? So but it's hard because there's some of my closest people I fell off with. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with no more.
It's just
But
it happens.
it's all part of the game. You know what I mean? And but it also helps to get you out there more. You know what I mean? Push you out there more. Plus, doing reels and
Hmm.
the whole social media shit helps push you out there more. You know what I mean? But I know when there's a bonus of doing things solo, like you in control of your
yeah,
own
yeah,
shit.
you everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
you know what
whole
I mean?
destiny, yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think like the most challenging part of like the rap game is for you?
To be honest, like man, I know how to rap. That ain't a problem. But like getting the logistics down and all the computer work and recording, like I don't know none of that shit, man. For the life of me, I'll probably die if my life was on the line. Like
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I don't know a lot of that stuff, man. It's just to me, it's too much. But like you put a mic in front of me, man, we can get the shit cracking.
Well, good thing that there's a lot of people out there that know how to do that shit. So all you
Yeah,
got to
now
do is
yeah,
get in there and rap,
Know the
man.
right
You know what I
people
mean?
too,
Yeah.
man. Thank God.
If you know the right people. So who engineers your music now?
Um, Adrian Flores,
Oh, okay.
Four
yeah.
Roses.
Yeah.
Deep Sound Studio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Deep Sound
yeah.
Studios. All
Everybody
right,
goes to him.
shout out
He's
to them.
dope. You know, shout out
Oh
Adrian.
yeah.
He's dope.
yeah. He does everybody's work around here, and everybody goes to him.
What about like your beats? Who you fucking around on the beats? Yeah, I mean,
Beats wise, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been getting a lot of Bear on the beats.
Bear on the beats.
Bear
Yeah,
on the beat,
yeah.
man.
Shout out Bear on the beat, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I be
that,
seeing his reels too. She becomes some slaps. You know what I mean?
he does a lot of Woody type beats that I'm just hooked on,
Yeah,
man.
'cause
Like that sound, that
yeah,
certain
'cause
sound.
that's your style. You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah,
you mean that style. You know, he takes
mhm,
it back to like says that era. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Of that the old school fucking the raw rap beat. Like I said, like the Woody type shit. You know
hmm
what I mean?
Yeah.
That I know. You know what I mean? And like I said, I think that's what separates you from the gate. You know what I'm saying? Honestly,
yeah,
because like when we hear it, you're like, oh, okay, motherfucker slap. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, everyone's tight ass beat or this and that's cool and everything like
yeah.
that, but that kind of drowns, them just saying to catch a hook or just coming saying the same shit. You know what I mean? Because the beat slap. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I hear fucking when I hear fucking people's music, I'm like, oh, the beat's tight.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I'm
that's
saying?
Nah,
yeah.
that's
Like,
bad already, huh?
hey, the beat's tight though.
Yeah,
You feel
beats
me?
tight
Beat's
though.
dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
but now Bear on the beat, he got some
yeah,
shit. He slaps.
yeah,
Like
bro. Yeah,
like that
yeah,
fool.
he
That
slaps.
fool's been in the game for a while too.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So he really knows what he's doing. He's shit. He's probably one of the prominent engineers or beat
Yeah,
makers. I'm sorry, out
Yeah,
here in Northern California.
yeah, he's
Period.
dope,
it
man.
You know what
really
I mean?
is,
He's
man.
fucked with everybody. You
And
know.
there's another dude too that I've been getting beats off of DJ Idea. DJ Idea.
Mm.
I don't know where the fuck he from, but yeah,
Oh yeah, that's the one I followed, man. He showed me. He's pretty dope. He showed me him, and I
yeah,
started following him on his YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
he's
Yeah.
got some similar type shit. And another one too, Escalate Productions. He's the one that made the beat for How We Move, one of the most recent songs I did featuring Jody Joe. Um, but yeah, he Escalate Productions. I believe he's based out of Washington, and yeah, he's like Samoan or some shit like that
Is
or
that
whatever. But he's
which Jody Joe is that?
Jody Joe from
From the Nair.
Denair from
Okay,
out
from
here.
Daenerys.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's the homie. He's the homie too. He's cool.
Yes,
Fucking.
sir.
You guys know you seen you got a couple of videos you just did. You did one with Shop on Menace. You did a mic drop over there, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean that one. That
Mhm.
one's dope too. Shout out to my boy Menace.
Yes,
That's the
sir.
homie. He does graphics too and shit. He did your graphics too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time since my first album, he's been doing my graphics.
Yeah.
I don't go to
I
nobody
ain't gonna lie,
else.
but Menace been in the game for a long time.
Yeah,
Like
I
I mean,
remember
he's not
Menace
out
back in
there a
the
lot,
day.
but he's fucking physically, but he's that motherfucker's taught me what made me want to get into video stuff and everything. Cause
Yeah.
Knows his shit,
that's my
man.
boy, man. That's my brother. He's tight, man.
And
He's been doing shit for a long, long time.
I think that's what a lot of people don't know, that Modesto has a lot of history,
Yeah.
right? Like Modesto has a lot of people that were in the game, they just weren't out there like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
There's a lot of history in the music game with,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? And uh, videographers, photographers, fucking, and like I said, the clubs were out here popping,
Yeah.
and we'd be
Always.
out here every weekend,
Cracking,
and we
bro.
used to throw shows out
Yeah.
here.
Used to do those things. Yeah.
The Mustang, fucking, we used to throw shows over there. We
Yeah.
used to throw shows at fucking Banana Joe's.
Mhm.
We used
I
to,
think my favorite era was when Jacko was coming down all the time, bro. When
yeah,
Jacko was rocking the sports bar and grill, bro. He had us on stage with him, and then the Palladium, bro. Like that era, bro, was the dopest out here
and
too.
X Fest.
Yeah,
I mean, motherfuckers
X-Fest,
don't
yeah,
know about X
yeah,
Fest
man,
back in the day.
man,
X Fest was the shit because shit, the whole the what 2 or 3 blocks just
yeah, yeah.
Locked down.
locked down.
Not only
Nobody,
that, all the homies in the county would fucking get in the
Yeah,
concert for
did they
free.
try to bring it back or something like a couple years ago or something like that?
yeah,
Yeah,
It wasn't. It
they
wasn't
got
like
shut down
right. It
somehow.
wasn't like fucking because I
it
didn't go. I
wasn't the
was a kid.
same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
but
I know
you know what I
we'd
mean.
come out here from Stockton to go to X Fest and shit. You know what I mean? They I remember we
Everybody
seen the
go out
game
there.
out here performing X Fest. Hella artists, and then they'd have the main stage. Then they'd have the side stages for local artists and
Yeah.
shit.
Like I said, that era right there, bro, was dope. Whoever was there, you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
that era was sick, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Cause I don't know, that shit was tight. Yeah,
Yeah.
saw the homies in Cali get a free show.
Yeah, they were
You know what
getting
I'm
free
saying? They
show,
can hear
fucking
you, can hear it, fucking. You know what I mean? All kinds
banging
of
on the
shit.
windows.
Yeah, bro.
but
But
yeah,
man, it's
Modesto is like it had its own little era, right, within itself, which is a shame that Modesto didn't branch out more. You know what I mean? Which, I like, the only people I can think of right now that branched out from Modesto, like, to other regions was like Tweety and shit. Who else? I can't even think off the top of my head. Who else out here that was doing it back then?
There was well back then, like
I think it was Tweety and fuck, I can't think of nobody else, but I know there was other people.
to be honest, like the ones that played a major part on why I started rapping, a lot of them ain't even no good anymore. Like they're no good no more. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So, but it was one of
I
Oh
them.
remember
yeah.
that fucking dude.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we don't want to mention
Yeah,
those
yeah,
names.
yeah, but fuck him now. But you know what I
Yeah.
mean. But he
But
did play a big part in
yeah,
like how why I wanted like the beats and all that
I'm,
shit.
I'm
Like,
gonna bleep out that name though,
yeah,
'cause
fuck
yeah,
him. But fucking Darkroom Familia. We had Scando, Twomp Nina.
nope,
that's it.
that's it.
Mom
You know what
Nina.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
Scandal,
I
yeah.
had Ernst,
But
I have both of them on my album. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Hey,
But
let me take a leak.
yeah, yeah, no, we'll pause it right now.
Mm. But yeah, man, like I said, just that era was dope. You know what I mean? Of whenever it was partying and shit, man. But so man, like I said, we know that you got graveyard music. Well, what made you start graveyard music? You know what I'm saying? Cause I know you got, I said you got the homies and you got Jody Joe. You know, you got Zay, you got Marksman. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. What made you guys start? What made you start that, man? And you know what I'm saying?
Well, it started off as a solo thing. Um, just trying to establish a little label for myself, you know, like
Yeah,
cause when I started back in the days when we was rapping out the closet and all that shit, it was Valley to the Bay Records, and that was something that we had came up with. It was four of us at the time, but there's really nobody around now, so I couldn't really take that label and continue it. You know, it was kind of left there, and so when I came up with Graveyard Music, it was more of a because when I came up with it, it had just happened right after fucking C-Loc and my nigga Gista had passed away, and so like I started reflecting on my life pretty much, and I was like, you know what, man, I've lost a lot of fucking people in my lifetime, you know, and that was in 2018. A lot had happened after that to up to this point right now, and I'm like, you know what, man, like graveyard. I feel like I'm at the graveyard every fucking weekend, bro. Like, you know, like I'm instead of being out there partying with everybody and fucking doing a bunch of shit, you know what I mean? I'm at the cemetery visiting my loved ones and shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna dedicate my music to my loved ones,
yeah,
and you know, and have a purpose for why I'm doing the music. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a time where I started dropping music and it was nothing but R.I.P. songs, and nobody was on that. Like we'd have one every now and then, one good one every now and then, and with me, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drop one back to back, and that's exactly what I did. I started dropping one after another, and just strictly covering, you know, like dedication to somebody, you know, and it's like
yeah.
I kind of went off of that.
That's dope, man. Cause like, as you know, we're discussing everything, but all of your stuff is real street music. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you can tell. You know what I mean? You listen to the album, you could tell it's all real street, all real heartfelt. You know that's what says. That's like I said before. That's what separates you from, you know, people now, especially with our age group. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, it's like and that's what we like on the show, man. That you got real raw, authentic lyrics. You know what I mean? It's not following the trends. It's not
Right.
fucking like this is that. This is it's got real fucking like it's pain music. You know what I'm saying? Straight, it's real raw shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like I said, that's what it comes to like the people who you listen to growing up, this and that, and you could tell. You know what I mean? Like everything is dope. Yeah, it's bars. You're
Appreciate
not saying the same shit. You know what
Right.
I mean? Not repeating nothing. You know what I mean? He's just
Yeah.
gassing.
And
You know what
also
I'm saying?
losing all those people, man,
Yeah,
that kind of puts a fire under you, man, and
yeah. You know
it
what I mean?
it brings out a different type of
Yes.
music, right? It's not just shoot 'em up, bang bang and shit. Like you got to
Yeah.
dig deep down into your soul, right? Because this really affects you. These are your loved
Yeah.
ones. These are your
It's
people, especially if you dedicating an
yeah.
RIP song or you writing an RIP song. Like you know, um, fuck, I ain't cried in over 25 years, but it's like you get, you get teary-eyed. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
get
man.
fucking because you lose that loved one, and you to rap about it, you have to remember the good times, the bad times, and you got to understand that they're not here no more. So writing that shit, I know it's difficult and shit. How difficult was it to write those songs back to back?
Man, very difficult. I know the one I had the most pressure with was I did a song called R.I.P. Cheekies. It was one of my boys that passed away. He passed on my birthday, and I was with him like hours before he passed away. And so that song right there, like because I had never had him in my videos or anything like that, like for whatever reason, and I felt bad about that shit. So like I was like, you know what, man, like I feel bad that I never put him in my videos or anything like that, and he's always been one of my biggest supporters, even after I lost my brother Gista and CeeLo. Um, but he was like one of my biggest supporters after that, and I was like, you know what, when I lost him, I was like, damn, man, like um, I'm gonna strictly dedicate this song to him, and I'm gonna go all out.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And when I was writing that song, man, the hook was the hardest fucking thing to come up with because the hook is the most catchiest bars of a whole song, right?
Right.
So that's where all your attention goes to is the hook. And but man, I came with three verses on that one too, and like I got the beat from it was a friend like me from Tupac.
Yeah.
It was a remix to that,
Never had
and
a friend like me. Yeah.
yeah, so you know I kind of took that concept of that song and like when I was writing to it, like I said, a friend like me, instrumental, like I was kind of kept that in the
Yeah.
back of my head while I'm writing it, and make sure that everybody knows that there's people out there that support, like the way I do. It's just
Yeah.
that not everybody could do it and write it down and record it and go about it the way I did. And I didn't have like the most amount of views for that video, even though like I feel like, man, if I had the right amount of views for that video, I feel like that one would have been the one. But like I feel like that's the most authentic fucking music that you can ever write
Right.
is strictly about somebody's life.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like there's no lies at all in that shit. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
Yeah.
even
you're not making up like
Yeah.
you
You're
did
not
a
making up
drive
shit.
by
Yeah.
and
You know what I
shit.
mean?
yeah,
Kill.
you're
You
not
got
like
20 bodies in
Yeah.
your trunk and shit.
I
you're
killed 30
facts.
people just today. You dig? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Damn,
You're
did you
covering
fucking crazy
covering
motherfucker?
somebody's life, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
But
Yeah.
no, that's tight, man. And for you to do that, man, honestly, it's a lot of skills that some people don't have nowadays. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it's just genuine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's genuine. Yeah, I mean, it's raw, like I said again before. But yeah, man, it's dope, bro.
Right. Because I have a hard time writing R&B songs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got so many homies and shit, and I've wrote so many, but it's difficult for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm like not one of those dudes that are like is not vulnerable in his raps. Like I can't.
Mhm.
It's hard for me, and I envy people that are able to be vulnerable in their
Tap into
raps.
that
Yeah,
emotion and
because
spill it out like that. You know
right,
what I
because
mean? Like
the way I was raised, you hold everything
hold shit
in, and
in.
you
Yeah.
don't, you know,
Yeah.
like you don't give the enemy no kind of weakness and shit. You don't show no kind of weakness. That's how I was raised. I grew up in Stockton, where it was a fucking war zone. You know what I mean? So it was like, you know, all that shit. It gotta be, hey man, hey, don't let motherfuckers see you at your weakest. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But when you're growing up, like that's a survival instinct. But you know, now that I want to let it out, it's just like fuck.
It's like
Yeah,
writer's block. It's
yeah.
stuck
It's
in
like
it.
it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
man, you try, but it's like man, I'm trying to tap in. So I envy people that can tap into their
Yeah.
emotional side and be like, yeah, man,
Nah.
this is what I felt, and I can put it down on lyrics because that's the type of music that I like that real ass
That real ass
heartfelt
pain
shit.
music, because
Yeah,
and then too is art. If you're rapping, yeah, it's sad that you're writing, but then it turns into anger. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because then you get that emotion in your song and you're spitting it because you're fucking like,
right,
you
Yeah.
feel me? So that's what makes it dope
You don't
because
want to let them down,
yeah, you have
It's a
all the
song about them.
emotion in it, and you just you know what I mean. You just sometimes you get overwhelmed. You mean, but you spit that motherfucker out, bro. You know what I'm
right,
saying? With your fucking passion. So like I said that's what's dope. But honestly, like I said, man, all your music is raw. It's
yeah.
street. It's motherfuckers can relate to. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So what's another one, like who do you play right now? But you got your on anybody or anybody that you would like to work with, like whether you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if they're local or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like or who you listen to right now? Like what
Man, I got some shit in the works with Eli P right now, and
Eli
Yeah.
P, Spencer.
oh,
Eli the P's a little
Eli,
homie, other little homie for Turlock.
Eli,
Little nigga too though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
so is that your name, Eli the P?
Nah, no,
What's a P mean?
Eli was my last name Pena. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Eli P. You feel me? But we have another
Man,
little
we
homie in
we giving
Eli.
governments out on here?
Yeah, I'm feeling high, bro. You feel me? Shit, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, but now we got a little homie named Eli Duffy from Turlock. He's dope. He's dope as fuck
Yeah.
too, though.
oh,
But
okay.
yeah, it's always been a thing
Let's
that we
clear
got.
that up. Eli
Yeah,
P.
yeah,
I
Eli
got some
P.
shit with Eli P coming out. And nah, but like as in future projects and shit like that, man, I don't really focus too much on like getting big names on my shit,
Yeah.
even though it would be nice. But
Who
like,
who who
who's hot?
looks
Who's hot
no
right
who
now
would let's say
and
like
trending?
let's say you was probably like you had one artist you want to work with. It. Let's do someone that's out there commercial wise. Let's do someone that's underground that you would want to work with. if you had a chance.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do two. Let's go.
Fuck. All right. The one that's hot right now, like I feel like fucking top of his game. Fuck, man, he locked up. Young Iggs, that nigga was fucking dope as fuck before he
Young
went in.
Iggs.
Oh,
Bro,
But
how could we forget about Young
like
Iggs?
for real. Well, cause we're
How,
talking about older.
right, we
You know
talking
what I
about
mean? We're
older,
talking about
but
older, but
but
yeah,
still, yeah,
but
but
Young
Young
Iggs,
Iggs is Young Iggs
that motherfucker's
is
so
the
hard,
face of
bro.
Modesto, like right
Bo,
now.
shout out
Like
to you, Bo.
he
You
had a
say this shit,
billboard
Bo.
right,
downtown with his face
Bro,
on it. Like,
he
ain't
that
nobody been able to
motherfucker's
right.
tight,
accomplish
bro.
shit like
So
that.
Yeah,
Young
right. That's
Iggs,
another motherfucker right there.
right.
Yeah, bro. But I said we were talking about
We're older
older.
motherfuckers, but yeah, but
Yeah, but even
still
now,
though,
like,
Nah, he younger and shit,
he
but
younger,
like,
but
man, he been
he
around
the
for a minute too.
bro, he's fucking
he the
sick.
face of Modesto for
Bro,
real.
cause every time I see a post about him or something like that, bro, up. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Up. Views,
Dude,
up.
even
Likes.
even locked up, he's
Yeah.
doing better numbers than fucking
It's
90%
some
of the
motherfuckers. Yeah,
rappers out
yeah,
Yeah,
here.
bro. When he
yeah.
Like,
comes
Shout
out,
out
you
to
know,
Egg, bro, man. On the real, bro,
yeah,
you're
shout out
tight,
Young
homie.
Iggs. How
I
the
mean, like
fuck
straight up semi,
yeah, shout
bro.
how
out
the
to him, man.
fuck we forget Young Iggs out
Yeah,
of
bro. Straight
Modesto?
up,
I
bro.
ain't.
You mean? So yeah, so
Who
who
else?
else?
Yes.
Who
Who
else would
else?
it be?
Who else, man? Rico Too Smooth's fucking out there too, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's another one that's dope.
Migs, Migs is
Yeah,
dope
Mace
too,
coming
man.
yeah,
up too. Yeah, Mace coming up too. We just had him on. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Nah, but you know, like lyrically wise, bro, the one that's fucking just blows me away with some of his shit is GB, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
GB just
GB
fucking
hard as
yeah.
fuck.
Actually, I put him onto the fucking GB Crow album.
Oh
That
yeah.
motherfucker.
BFD GB,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Fuck, bro.
That motherfucker.
He's in the
repeat
gym. I ain't gonna lie,
on
bro.
repeat.
I don't get look. I'm like you, bro. Like I'm not gonna be biased because I know that no Fats. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
Fats is one of the dopest motherfuckers out right now. But I listen to the shit
Yeah.
straight up. I go to the gym and I put fucking Crow album on, bro.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
shit's
fucking
bad,
straight up.
bro.
But that GB and him, bro, together, the sound of it is just fucking
Right.
universal. It's just on a whole nother level, bro, of just fucking music. You know
Very
what I mean?
well
It's
put together
very well
album.
put together.
Yeah.
You know, by Vidal, right?
Vidal, yeah.
Sick.
Vidal
Out
Garcia
here.
did all the
Sick.
beats,
Yeah, I
mixed
mean?
That
it, mastered it. Like
that album
that's
was fucking dope.
that album's dope.
Yeah,
But
sick.
yeah.
So
So like
you go ahead.
going back to like Modesto, right? Like what what is it like out here in Modesto? Like what is the fucking like growing up? How was it growing up and what's the like I don't know, like, 'cause I know how it is in Stockton. It was fucking rough, crazy, fucking, and you always got to watch your back. Is it the similar over here?
Well, um, I mean, shit. In the early 2000s up to the late 2000s, everything was kind of still not too funky because you know when G Wen came out in 98, 99, shit had to slow down,
Yeah,
you know. And so after that, like early 2000s, going into the late 2000s, like shit started calming down for us out here. But it was a lot of like friendly fire out here, and it was that shit had to get put to rest. And now it's you don't hear about that shit no more, like.
Yeah.
But that was our biggest problem back then. And now, I mean, we're pretty we're pretty organized out here, and we got shit going, man. We can't put each other down, and as long as we all stick together, we're in good hands and shit out here. But I know back then, man, there was a lot of set tripping and all that shit going on, and
And I think that's how it was kind of
yeah,
everywhere too,
that's
though.
yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
everywhere.
So
That's
it's the
how it was.
same, like you know what I mean? Kind of the same everywhere.
And like in
Yeah.
Stockton, once GUN came out, like man, that's when we were doing shows. We would come out like out here out to Modesto. We would come out 50 deep. You know what I'm saying? And all different hoods, right? Like there'd be representatives from almost damn near every hood in Stockton. So it was cool for a minute, and until it wasn't. You know what I mean? Now there's a lot of it's funky out there.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, that's dope that you guys can get it together, you know what I mean, and stick with it. You know what I'm saying? That's dope and shit. And as far as music wise, who do you think is the next up? But you know what I mean, besides yourself and Iggs is doing his fucking thing, going crazy.
yeah,
But who do you see out here who's got potential as the next up?
man. There's been a couple youngsters that have caught my ear lately, and man, I can't think of their names off the top of my head, but there's talent, man, and they're getting it from their higher ups, and their higher ups have higher ups that like we're just kind of like we're getting the best of every age, bro, and we're just kind of breaking it down to like the bottom of the pyramid, and it's man, they're getting the best of everything, man. Because we had it when we were starting, we were getting Darkroom and Woody as
Yeah,
our examples, and making our own shit out of that.
And it's like now, like
Now
you,
they
like
got so
you know
much
what I mean. But
shit.
also they got him. They got fucking, you know what I mean. All the other homies who are rapping right
yeah,
now, like I said, that's new.
yeah.
Younger
They got
motherfuckers.
eggs,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tweety. They
Iggy
got
too,
yeah,
bro. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, dude. So
there's
it's that's tight, man. Yeah, I
there's a
mean,
lot of them, bro. Hey, but real talk, um, the youngster that's catching a buzz right now, man, and I think like he deserves a lot more credit than maybe what he's getting. Um, Dice 500, man.
oh, Dice,
Dice 500. Come on, bro.
Dice is
Yeah, that's that
Dice
nigga goes,
500.
man.
I haven't heard of them. I got to check them
Dice from
out.
Turlock,
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
Dice
Oh,
yeah,
500,
okay.
bro.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
and
He's good too. Cause I think we talked about it too, man. He came out. He came out. He just came out, bro, and he's rocking right now, bro. He's tight. Yeah, he's from V Dub, bro. He's tight.
yeah, and also can't even leave the homie out, bro. Lil Ant from 6'2". He just he dropping shit too, bro. He's not so out there like that,
Yep,
but like
Fam Bam, homie. Yeah,
yeah,
Fam
bro.
Bam,
But
homie.
he's
Eloke
fucking
too.
dope.
Yeah, Eloke too, though.
He
Yeah.
can spit some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You got to help these motherfuckers get out more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to push. You got to push the little homies, man. You got to push everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one problem with the Central Valley period is we're all in the box. We got to get out that box. Got to network. You know what I mean? That's why I'm in SAC all the time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's why I'll be in San Jose, be in Oakland. I try to be everywhere. You know what I mean? Because you got to get out that box. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And
Networking
yeah,
thing.
if you want your city to shine, you got to it starts with home. But you got to branch out
Hmm.
and move and mix. You know what I mean? And I know it's hard, you know what I mean, to navigate the waters on who's who, but you got people out there who will help you out and shit, and will help you out, you know what I mean, whatever, you know what I mean, just
Just
yeah,
like there I forget who was talking about it a while back, but they were like, if you can invest all this money into getting features of like just top notch homeboy rappers,
Yeah.
whatever on an album, who would you get, and what would be the amount that you would give them? And I was like, honestly, I feel like there's more talent in the young motherfuckers right now.
yeah,
And, like I would rather put my money in them and invest in them, rather than give it to somebody that's already had their establishment. You know what I mean? And like there's a lot of young talent out there that just they need to be heard. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of older people that are just like like they're a dead end. They're not trying to do anything with themselves. Like yeah, they got their own life going on and shit, but like as in music career, like it's a dead end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but everybody got to invest in themselves, right?
Yeah.
Talent is nothing without hustle, right? Like the young motherfuckers they gotta push themselves. They, you know what I mean? If they're just doing it for the block or their hood, then yeah, that's one thing. But if
That's
you
where it's gonna stay.
right, that's exactly where it's gonna stay. But if you want to push, you gotta push. You gotta invest your time and money. Time more than anything, because it doesn't take nothing to network. Go out to these car shows, go out to these events, go out to these shows and show face and network with people and be like, hey man, this is what I do too.
Hmm.
But you gotta get out there, and that's where the Central Valley total, like I said, we were the only ones that was going out and networking. Like we would be the only ones here from Stockton,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean, in Modesto. But you know what I mean, you got to branch out, and I see you branching out. You going to Sacramento and shit too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You went out to Porterville with us. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And that's where we gotta hit the 559. We gotta hit the 510. We gotta hit the 415. We gotta hit the 916, 831, fucking
650.
707, 650. All the fucking area
Yeah.
codes, man. You gotta be there. You gotta push. If
Network,
you
man.
if you want to be successful, you gotta get out the box. And I'm telling that to all your homies, all my little homies, anybody that's trying to
Yeah,
get
get out there
serious
and
in this
network,
game.
man. Straight up.
Get out there, network, do what you got to do. Cause hey, ain't nobody gonna hold your hand in this game.
Yeah.
There is no more such thing as an A&R. They're not gonna show you the game. You gotta learn it and you gotta push it. And look at Young Iggs. He did that shit. That's an example. That's an example not only for Modesto, but for the whole Central Valley. Acito, he's another example from Stockton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He pushed. GB from Merced. All three Central Valley motherfuckers that
All those
went up.
niggas on the red alert.
Right,
Yeah,
all of them
really.
on red alert,
Like,
but they're but
Man.
they're from the Central Valley and they push right,
Yeah.
and as far as homies go, like man, they're top tier. You know what
Even
I
up to
mean?
Washington.
Even
That's
up to
how fucking locked
Washington.
in we are, bro.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
let's go.
exactly. So, and that's something that has to be done. And if anybody wants to shine, I say, man, push yourself, network. It don't always cost hella
get
money.
the fuck out there, man. Like, don't be
Right.
scared. To fucking reach out to motherfuckers. But you know what? Actually, okay, hold on. On that point, this is my thing though too. Is that I noticed that these young motherfuckers sometimes don't reach out to people because some of these motherfuckers get egos because they drop a couple fucking EPs or something, and then they try to fucking, you know what I mean? Like I've
I'm
noticed that.
charging.
Yeah,
Charging
you know what I mean?
verses
Like,
now.
look,
Yeah.
straight up, if you're not
Yeah.
consistent, I'm gonna be real. If you're not where the fuck camera looking at, if you're not consistent, I'm gonna be fucking charging shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of these
Yeah.
motherfuckers
Straight
be
up.
thinking like, oh, boy, I gotta charge this and that. Like, if you're consistent, you're consistently dropping. You know what
Check
I'm
it out.
saying? And
That's
you,
that's
you know what I
one
mean?
that's
But
one thing I've
for
never
real,
been able to fucking do, bro. Like I've never taken it to that point where I'm like, you know what? I'm fucking desperate
yeah,
for money. That's what I get out of that. I'm desperate for money. I'm charging $100 a verse. Like
yeah,
I understand that you don't work for free. You don't. Nobody works for free.
yeah.
But when you put it out there like that, it's like, come on, bro. Like
But he,
like come to know a motherfucker
yeah,
first,
but that's the thing
and
though
then
too is that
work your prices.
these motherfuckers drops and get little views, and they're like, oh, I gotta charge you this. Now that's cool. I get you want to custom shit, but I think that's kind of why too. Some motherfuckers don't network with somebody we're talking about because some motherfuckers do that nowadays.
Yeah.
They'll be cool with you and it's like, oh, we'll get on a song, yeah, for sure, bro. It's like, oh, bro, but I gotta charge you this. It's like, wait a minute, like you're cool, but you're not that fucking
Yeah,
tight, homie. To fucking,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like straight up, bro. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? So, like I said,
But
but you gotta network. But like when we say network, like
right.
I said, know a motherfucker,
Right. Get
chill
to
with them.
know.
You know what I mean?
Chill.
Get to know who they are. You know what I mean?
Exchange
Like,
verse for a
yeah,
verse if you got
exchange
to do
versus
that.
work for work. You
Right.
feel what
I
I'm
went
saying?
from
Like
feeling
straight
like,
up.
man, I should charge this nigga $200 to fucking, hey, bro, just buy a 12 pack and some
Yeah,
carne, bro, and just fucking do this shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, bro. You know what
That's
I mean?
it.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, just get out of the network, but don't fuck up on the network. Don't like get to know motherfucker. You know what I mean? Chill with them, kick back with them. You know what I'm saying? And then you never know, bro. You feel me? Like, but yeah,
But
man,
like some
you gotta,
people, they put in the work, they put in their money, they
yeah,
deserve it, right?
yeah,
And if you put a person like GB, Acito, Iggs on your album,
They're well
yeah,
established
they're
already.
established,
yeah. But
but
that's
you're
what I'm
gonna
talking about.
you're
Yes,
you're gonna
there you
get
go.
the streams,
Yeah,
right? Like especially if they do a video with you, you're gonna get the streams, you're gonna get the views. But a motherfucker that got like 100,000 streams and on one song or 200,000 on one song, like are they really worth paying that shit? Are you gonna get your investment back
yeah,
by putting that
Well,
in?
that's the thing. When you look at that one song, like, how many songs do they have? You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So you got to look at the rest of them
yeah.
too,
Everything. I mean, like,
because if they got one song that's got 1 million views and they got like five other songs that only got 200, 300 views on
right.
them, it's like, well, what are they doing wrong? Like it was only that sound that caught everybody's attention
Well, a
on
lot
that
of
one
people are
song
buying
that
streams
hit.
now too. They're paying for streams. So they putting
see,
all their bread into one
yeah,
fucking song and then
Motherfucker hit me up in the comments and shit a while back, and he was like, he's like, oh, you think you're sick? Cause fucking man, we were going back and forth. I didn't want to go back and forth with this motherfucker, but he pushed my buttons that day, and he was like, he's like, oh, I see you pay for your streams or some shit. And I was like, the fuck does that mean? I'm like, you know what I mean? And I asked somebody about it, and they were like, you pay for your streams, fool? Like, they didn't even, like, they were like, you pay for your streams? I'm like, no, nigga, like, what the fuck does that mean, bro? You know what I mean? Like,
You know what it is?
so they were like, yeah, you fucking pay, and then, like, it makes it easier for you to, like,
Well, you
it
pay,
narrows it down.
you pay, and there's bots that'll play your shit over and over and over to run your shit. So they
Fucking
got like I don't know if you've seen on like TikTok and shit, but they got like in India, China, they got rooms full of nothing
oh,
but
people
phones.
fucking with two phones on their
Nah, their walls
Yeah, there's
full
no
of
wall,
phones,
wall like motherfucker,
and
bro.
it's
Like
it's
that's just
just
crazy
playing the
screens.
song looping over and over and to run up the streams and shit. It's all bots.
Yeah,
It's all fake
that's
shit.
another
crazy.
conversation we'll
So
have for fucking. You know what I mean?
ah, we're having it now. I'm just saying like
You know, it's fucking, it's
that's
crazy because I'm
it's
gonna get
bots.
mad. That's why I'm gonna
Yeah,
start talking
nah,
shit.
get
Like,
mad, fuck
yeah,
it.
say like,
But hey,
you
nah.
motherfuckers, bro.
We know too much. Nah.
So when you go on and you see somebody with 1 million streams
Yeah,
and then like no comments, you know what I
or
mean?
just number comment
Just
or
because
something.
they have 1 million streams don't mean the song's dope.
Right.
Yeah.
Like to
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Or
Like
even
to
on
him
YouTube,
and
like
to
yeah,
him, it's fucking it's
yeah.
dope. But I hear it, I'm like, what the
I've
fuck?
seen
I
it
don't
on
like it.
like I said I in IG all the time, bro. They have a post or a song. They have like 5, 6 thousand fucking hearts, and then they have fucking comments, but just from no one with no profiles
Right. Or it'd be like
or
random ass profiles and they
yeah,
say random
Fire,
ass comments
fire emojis.
like, oh my gosh, this
yeah.
was so
It's
amazing
so
Yeah,
and
inspiring
you were
to
so
me.
inspiring. Like
Because
and the
it's
comments don't match what the
yeah.
fucking video.
yeah,
Like the video
YouTube,
could
same
be
thing with YouTube, same
yeah,
shit,
video
all
could
that
be
shit.
about fucking dude getting murdered and shit on the
Oh, it's
block and
so
shit,
fucking
robbing a bank.
inspired
Oh,
me.
you're so inspiring and
This song
oh
helped me through a tough time.
right, like what the fuck
Fuck
you
out of
talking
here.
about? Like, yeah. So
Facts.
you see that with podcasts nowadays, people buy their podcast streams and their fucking views don't match the comments and shit. But then so if you got a motherfucker with million views on one song and then 200 views on the next song in the same album, like bro, come on. And even though you got a video to it, like bro, you can
And
tell.
and most likely he probably had a visual to that one also, or he had like he expanded more with
Right.
that one song than he did with the others.
Yeah, he
He put
had to
more
because
attention on
he
that
gonna
one.
buy that shit.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But if you got 1 million streams, then you should have at least 300-400 comments. But if you got 1 million streams and you got like 30 comments,
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like bruh, you bought that shit. Fuck
yeah,
you.
fucking straight up,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Fuck you.
Like,
Nah.
you know, you,
Like real
Wow.
shit.
you the fucking dick.
Yeah. Fuck
Hey,
you.
calm down, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck you.
but yeah,
Fucking
no.
eggplant emoji, man.
Right, but that's been part of the game. We talked about that with Moose Man on our live too, like
Yeah.
payola and shit. Like that's why I can't take people's stream serious. I'd rather go for content and music and what people talk about and their lyricism rather than streams. Because nowadays streams is important, but if you can buy streams, how important is it?
You know, you
You
did
know
you
what?
defeat the purpose right there. Like,
Yeah,
You know what? We're fucking. Never. I'm gonna get mad.
say it.
Yeah.
say
No,
it,
speaking
bro.
of podcasts, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers talking
Oh,
shit about
no, man, not that. Don't get that mad.
you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey,
It's
Not,
happening.
hey,
bro.
hey,
It's,
motherfuckers are bitches, and they show themselves that they're
nah, bro,
bitches, but we ain't gonna talk
what?
about that shit.
I'm not supposed to say this,
Nah, don't say it.
but
I'm gonna cut it out.
you can cut out.
I'm gonna cut it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck me. Fuck you.
Anyways.
I'm just saying. Motherfucker, fuck you.
Yeah,
Okay, that's going to a special somebody. You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like,
Oh man, bun.
And the only reason I will cut it out
well, yeah,
is
that's it.
because
That's
we're
all I'm
not
saying.
trying to
Yeah, yeah.
acknowledge.
I'm
We
not.
ain't
I'm
trying to
not. That's what I'm
acknowledge
saying.
no
Right?
piece of fucking shit.
Hey, say
I mean,
There you go. You just say
I'm not saying
that.
shit, but you know, fuck
But
you. You know what I mean?
we
Like,
ain't acknowledging no. If you a piece of
yeah.
shit, we are
yeah,
not
don't
Yeah.
acknowledging
fuck
you at
that.
all. You know
Sorry,
what I'm
bud.
saying?
He'll fucking be crying
Hey,
of fucking
hey,
joy.
But
hey,
yeah,
it is what it is. But
yeah. Fuck you
yeah,
motherfuckers who buy the fake view. But yeah, they say, man, like
yeah.
you motherfuckers out there doing it, and like I said, just get out there and
But
network.
that's what people do. They buy fake views. You know what I'm saying? And
And
they think they come up. But you see the organic motherfuckers. You see the young Iggs. He's locked up.
Yeah.
he ain't buying no fake
Yeah,
views.
nope.
He locked up
All
and he
organic.
running up, right?
Yeah.
Top rank demon running it up. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Track money P running
You
shit
see
up.
the thing, Northern Hispanic Zone. He just he gave Topic Demon
A
Rick Ross
plaque.
Rick plaque.
Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
which is dope, man.
Yeah, bro. That's
Shout out to Northern
yeah. Northern
Hispanic
Hispanic
Zone,
Zone. Shout
dude.
out to you, bro. You
The
know, you know, that
NAC,
was dope
man.
to do that.
That guy's
Like,
fucking
yeah,
sick, bro.
that right there, man. That's carnalismo right there. You know what I mean? That's showing unity. That's showing appreciation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Shit,
shout out to him.
nigga
Shout out
made
to
it
Shout out to
on
Northern
No
Hispanic
Jumper
Zone.
and all that shit too.
yeah, yeah.
That's pretty successful, bro. To
Yeah.
fucking,
Yeah.
like regardless of
Yeah.
fucking what they
Yeah,
think about Adam 22 and all that shit, like I
yeah,
don't give a fuck, bro.
he's up there too.
You make it onto that platform just like the homies from Santa Rosa, bands.
Oh yeah,
He
bands.
went
Yeah,
to that shit too, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. And Big Tone and Lazy Boy.
got the
Yeah.
G too, like.
But you mean all the homies keep it G when they go on podcasts because like you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no ifs ands or buts about it.
Straight up.
Like I mean you say certain shit, you get mad, you wanna go off, and it gets the views, right? You talk shit about somebody,
Yeah.
it gets the views, but what does that show you as a person?
Yeah.
You know what I
Real
mean?
shit too. That's why it's
A
just
couple
like
seconds.
Like
that's why
you
I'm
know what I'm
like
saying?
this is
It
about the
don't
culture.
it
You know what I'm
yeah it
saying?
doesn't it doesn't make you any more of a man to be able to talk shit about anybody could talk shit about somebody when
Yeah.
they're not in the room. But
It's real
keep
shit.
that same energy when you
When you
see a
see a
motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Yeah. You
Yes.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like anybody, it's just like talking people prank calling, talking shit over the phone.
Yeah.
Like you're yelling
Yeah.
at the phone. Like, oh, I'm not trying to yell at you. See me when you see me, bruh.
Yes,
Like
sir. Yeah.
whatever. And
Real shit.
whatever happens,
Keep that
it's gonna
same
happen. You know what I
keep that
mean?
same energy, bro.
And
Straight up.
same thing with like you seen when Thumps went out to LA, right? Like, a lot of people were saying like, oh man, he shouldn't have done this and that, but he's in the enemy's backyard. They're not in his backyard. It's not up like
And
it,
the
it
nigga's fucking,
right.
he's got
And if the
glasses on,
roles were
like.
reversed, right, then it would be that's where Thumps needed. He would have to check him if a
Bro,
dude was in his hood.
I've been paying attention to all that, bro. Like, and how they keep fucking testing him, bro. And he's just like answering to every one of their. Oh, you won't do this. Oh, you won't do that. And he's
Right.
fucking doing everything, bro. Like, nigga, what can you say now?
Bro.
Bro, let me tell you,
What?
Thumps is a real one like
Yeah,
that.
bro.
Thumps,
I watch
like
his workout
he
videos all the
he
time, bro.
he really about all the shenanigans. Like he really about all that shit, right? Like he will meet up with
Yeah, he keeps
anybody,
that energy, bro.
right?
You know what I
He
mean?
keeps that same energy, but he's not all rah rah like crazy. You don't see him yelling at the fucker. He's just like, well, what's up? Where you at?
Yeah.
Drop low. You know what I
That's
mean?
right, bro.
Drop the low.
Right
Where
there.
you at? But
He said he's going to be down at the event we're doing. May
yeah,
16th. You guys
yeah,
coming down. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I said May 16th.
Th-
Back
Thumps
42 Park, man. He's coming
Yeah.
out here.
But yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Thumps,
Yeah. Shout
man.
out to
Like,
Thumbs too. Yeah.
and again, the internet, they're undefeated. Them motherfuckers will talk shit about anything, and they try to twist the narrative and shit. But anybody who knows Thumps knows that he don't give a fuck. He'll take on anybody. If you want it, he'll give it to
Yeah.
you. You know what I
For real.
mean? And there's a lot of people that talk shit, but they ain't about it.
Yeah, they ain't about it.
Thumps, he'll talk shit and he'll be about it. Yeah, when he went out there, hey, dude respected him, he respected him. And when he came back, yeah, he was like, scrap this, scrap that. But at the same time, like that's just him. That's how he
Yeah,
talks. And out here in Northern California, that's what it is.
Mhm.
Now, you ain't always got to disrespect your enemy, but it's up to that enemy when you were in when he was in that dude's backyard. That dude should have been like, "Well, what the fuck you guys doing out here?
yeah, he didn't.
This is woo woo. This is where I'm from. What's up?" But he didn't, so there wasn't no issue, right? So I mean, that's the way I see it. And
Yeah. Oh yeah.
shout out to Thumbs, he a real one though.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
but you see all that shit, you pay
Yeah,
attention
bro.
to the internet,
It's
man.
all over the fucking,
Yeah,
put it on YouTube real quick. Boom, first fucking thing that pops up. Like everything's put out there. But it's fucking, it's dope to see homies go out there and fucking, like
yeah.
do a workout and everything right there next to the beach in Southern California. Like, who would have thought? and blasted. The homies were blasted too, bro. Like looking sick as fuck, bro. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but you know, I
They had
mean,
no
homies go
choice.
out there all the
Yeah,
time. Like I got
Yeah,
family out there, so I'm out there all the time. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
I
it's
actually
not a new
fucking
thing, but what's new is that people record it. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
it's just a lot of people talk shit. Like they were specifically telling Thumps,
yeah,
like, you won't come out here.
bro. Because
yeah.
I
That's
don't
the
know.
shit I was watching.
I
Fucking
did a story fast. I went when I went to LA, I went to El Pino, the whole blood in blood out
Yeah,
fucking taqueria. I remember I was bumping Fats' fucking Fat Nathaniel song at the Reno shit. I was out there playing it, bro, and there's just regular motherfuckers out there, bro. But that's I guess I don't know if you said a tourist spot, whatever, but yeah, I remember being out there. I felt like sending Fats a video. I was like, check it out, bro. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But it was tight though. You know what I mean? Like I was
Well,
bumping all the shit out there.
Well, I
Straight
think
up.
what motherfuckers the internet is like,
Yeah, they
bro, like
fucking
you their thing is,
yeah, they
bro,
everything.
you got to be gangbanging 24/7. Like I don't know any fucking gangbanger that gangbangs 24/7. Like damn fool, you got to gangbang when you're taking the shit,
Yeah.
fool, throwing up fuck these puto what, throwing up gang signs when you're in the toilet. When you're taking the shower, fool, you got to be gangbanging. Like
You know,
you
I remember fucking
motherfuckers act like gangbangers don't have time for leisure. Like motherfuckers don't take a day off from gangbanging. Like they can't just kick back and relax.
I remember
Like
fucking
Jesus Christ. Like oh if you were gangbanging, you ain't on the internet.
you yeah, homie, you banging on cereal? It's
Yeah.
breakfast time, homie. I remember Cat Williams said something
Yeah,
about
you
that, bro.
gangbanging on
Yeah.
serious.
You
Yeah.
know what's kind of funny too? I see like he says it's kind of funny. I follow Big Jaw. You ever heard of him? Big Jaw.
Yeah.
He does Balvin.
Yeah.
Balvin the
Yeah.
Blood, where he's always blooded out. He talks with his bees and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just hella funny. But that's what I'm talking about. Motherfuckers think like motherfuckers are like that. You know what I mean? Like they
Right.
bang all the time, all day. Like the motherfucker grown ass men, first of all.
I
You know what I'm
know
saying? Like, come on.
I know some motherfuckers who are straight killers, fool,
Yeah, and you wouldn't even fucking
that straight from
you
the
wouldn't even fucking
pen
know, bro.
did
Like
hella
straight up.
years in the pen,
Yeah,
come out, them motherfuckers is cool as shit,
yeah.
hella
You wouldn't even know
respectful.
at all.
Right.
You know what I'm
They
saying? Like
and
straight up.
but they will gang bang the shit out of your ass.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about they will beat your ass. I'm not talking about gang bang the sexual way, you know what I'm saying? For
No,
you
that's
weird motherfuckers. I'm talking about they like them motherfuckers will hit you. They really about their shit.
yeah.
They'll poke a hole in you. But them motherfuckers be on the internet too. Them motherfuckers be laughing and them motherfuckers be conversing and shit.
They don't.
It's a new day and age, but the same things that everybody else enjoys, motherfucking people in the hood enjoy. Like you, this ain't motherfuckers. Nobody is out there on the block 24/7. Cause that's where motherfuckers say, oh well, if you're active, you wouldn't be on the internet. Motherfuckers is active, but you act like they can't be on the internet. They're not on the internet
Yeah,
24/7.
it's a new day and age. It's a new
It's
day
a
and
new
age
day and age,
of
and
media, of whatever communication you want, but just get
right,
out there and
and
just
everybody's on
and
their
and
phone.
just because motherfuckers are,
yeah.
homeboys or like whatever the fuck, like
That's
you
sad
said, but they
reality.
think you
Right,
can't do this stuff. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But it's like, no, bro, it's a new avenue.
bro. They got phones in
And
prison.
it's yeah, it's a
They
fresh
got they got tablets. They got tablets in the county
yeah,
jail that
yeah,
you can use, right? You know what I'm saying? So how can you say like, oh, if you active, you ain't gonna be on the internet? Motherfuckers be on the internet all fucking day.
because
I know some motherfuckers that be on there that be
yeah, straight up,
that's really about it that and they'll reply and they'll talk and shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just a weird ass narrative that a lot of don't knows. If you know motherfuckers who don't know in the game, but they just talk. Oh man, if motherfuckers was active, they wouldn't be on the internet doing this. Shut your ass up.
fuck up, shut up, man, fuck
Yeah.
up. You know what I'm
But
saying? Like,
yeah. Anyways, man. So what else is up with you, man? What's next for you, man? What do you see yourself in the next like 5 years and shit?
Shit, man. I'm thinking about doing a slow jam album.
Dog,
To be
dope.
honest,
do a Christmas album.
like not a slow, not a
What'd you say? Christmas
Do a
album?
Christmas
nah, nah,
album.
No, no,
saying
but
R&B,
yeah,
R&B, 90s, like the
yeah,
way that was back in the day. Aaliyah, fucking like shit, all the shit with Black Street,
yeah.
Yeah.
fucking
That's all the shit.
Shit.
I be bumping
you know what
that
I'm saying?
shit.
Like
Yeah, Aaliyah's dope.
Rocking that shit today when I was
Yeah.
going to Sacramento for school. I was fucking playing fucking Blackstreet and shit.
R. Kelly before he went crazy,
Nah, man, I can't bump.
or maybe he was crazy the whole time.
He
Well,
probably.
whatever.
I can't bump R. Kelly, but look, let me. Nah, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah,
I
what?
ain't
That's
gonna.
what.
Keith
I,
Sweat.
Keith
What?
Sweat, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sweat,
Keith Sweat.
genuine, fucking, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So
Like
what do you mean by
Jodeci.
what
Yeah.
the fuck you mean by like gonna sing? You gonna do
Nah,
melody?
nah,
What do you
like take that type of style
that
beat.
style beat
Yeah,
and flip it and
yeah.
flip
Like
it?
slow
Flip
jams.
it,
Cause,
throw
'cause I
my
know you
little
got a little.
twist to
I
it.
know
You
you
know what
got
I
a
mean?
little.
Like,
I know you got some melodic in you. You know what I mean? I've heard the fucking just can't get enough. You know what I mean? I know
you
you
know what I'm
got your
saying?
little
The way we
fucking.
move. Yeah, the way we move.
He's got a couple of songs where he's not singing, but he's doing the melody shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's like, all right, homie, okay, you know what I mean? All right. You feel
So,
what I'm
so,
saying?
so you gonna work on that album and shit?
so honestly is in my most recent
Yeah,
thoughts.
that's dope.
And I don't know, I might make it possible, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
depending on the pace I'm going in, but
Yeah.
I'm knocking shit out left and right
yeah. Oh yeah.
lately. So we
What
got
else?
something in the
What
works. We got a few tracks on the way.
What else you got cooking?
Shit, man. That's pretty much it. We got a birthday celebration. We're about to do a little performance and shit.
Yeah, man.
It's your birthday?
For a little no, 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 for
Oh,
one of the little homies.
Yeah, one
okay,
from the car from Khalifa Star Car Club.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
okay,
second
dope.
one Modesto. Shout out to the
Yeah,
homie. You feel what I'm saying?
hell yeah, for
Gonna
sure.
do a little performance and shit right there.
It's gonna be dope. And then of course May 16th event, you're gonna be there too. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
That one too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I want to see you come up, man, and I want to see you get out there, man. If there's anything we can do to help you, man, help you push or connect you in any way, man, let us know. You know, we definitely want to help you get out there, and I
Appreciate
really
that.
want to help the 209 get out there, man,
Yeah.
because it's home team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like 209.
yeah, it's why we, you know what I mean? It's why we, again, it's why we started this podcast,
Yeah,
to combine forces, you know what I
yeah
mean? So,
we
you know
trying
what I'm
to.
saying? We're both from the 209 and we're trying to, bring 209 artists
Hell
on
yeah.
here and everybody else on
Stockton,
here. Stockton,
Modesto,
yeah,
Turlock,
Miami, yeah,
Tracy,
everywhere, yeah,
Merced,
yeah,
all in between.
yeah,
Delhi,
yeah,
motherfucking Lodi. I don't give a shit. Galt, wait,
yeah.
Galt's 916. Never mind. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but
all
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
all that. You
Larry
go to, I
County,
don't give a shit.
Larry County, whatever, you
Nah,
know what I mean? Like,
but not just
Central
20,
Valley,
not
Central
just
Valley,
209.
you know,
I mean, we fuck with everybody,
yeah,
but I wanna see more shine in the valley. You know what I'm saying? I want because like this ain't a Valley podcast, but me being from the 209,
yes,
I want the 209 to shine.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
So anything we can do to help you to help push you, and let us know, man. Like we're only a phone call away.
Oh
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Or even a DM
I
away.
just need visuals, man. I got
yeah.
some shit to drop already.
Well, you got this man right here for the
We already shot
visuals.
that.
Yeah,
Man, focus on your reels, man. Get some reels cracking. Like, get the reels
yeah,
cracking.
correct.
Like that shit right there,
Yeah, and
reels.
then too, like I says, I'm still
Yeah.
starting too. I'm still learning too, man. You know what I mean? On my visuals and shit, straight up. You know what I mean? And but like I said, like I said, speaking of visual, like I said, man, it's dope. 400, shout out 400. He's another dope visual motherfucker out here too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, yeah, it's time, man.
Yeah. And keep
Yeah,
pushing, man.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, man, anything else you want to say before we end this?
Shit, man. Be looking out for me. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
We coming.
Yes, sir. We all,
Not
yeah, we
yet.
are. But as always, man, we appreciate Spooky Locz coming on the episode, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you for
Back to
having
back
me.
podcast, and as you guys know, you guys already know, we need you guys to strive to Straight-Laced Media. You know what I'm saying? No paperwork podcast.
Hey, man, hit that like button one
Yeah,
time and shit.
real
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
You know what I mean?
And don't forget to check us out. We're gonna be going live. We're gonna be doing more shit.
Yeah,
This is only our second episode, but we're gonna be doing hella more other shit. We just getting in the hang of it
yeah.
right
We
now.
just
You know
getting
what I
the
mean?
flow, man. Getting the
We
flow.
just
So
starting this
yeah,
shit.
just
So
starting,
yeah.
motherfucker. So yeah, prepare for a lot more shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like straight up, man. Shout out, and also too shout out to
Oh, what's your Instagram and shit too?
oh yeah,
Spooky underscore Lopes.
all right,
Spooky
Spooky
underscore
underscore
lows.
Locz.
And any other way to get any other social media you got?
That's the only one I got as of right now. But yes,
Man.
sir. You can
Well,
find me on
Spooky
that.
Lokes, man, we appreciate you. Know what I mean? And we look forward to seeing what you got coming in the future, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate you, man. Y'all check out Spooky Lokes shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Follow you some
Out here in the
Spotify, everything. You
209,
know what I mean? All that
Modesto.
stuff. You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah.
Check me out.
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Hey, man.
Yeah, we shout out to everybody, man. Again, like I says, it's brought to you by fucking Khalifa Star Car Club. Bring back 4th Street Park, May 16th.
Hell yeah.
No
Straight
paperwork
Laced
podcast.
Media.
Straight Laced Media,
Back
man.
to the Rap Podcast.
No paperwork podcast.
All that shit, man.
Yep.
We up out of here, man. Peace.